Hello everybody and welcome back to another round of the Skittles Cup Series, this time round 20 at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. On your pole today, driving the number 9 DeWalt Dodge for Fitzwater Australia Racing, we have Matthew Sutton, and starting next to him, driving the number 55 Dr. Sleep Chevy for Sam Rogers Motorsports, Jack Dwyer. Here's the rest of your starting lineup. We will get back to you at the green flag for some green flag action. And as they come back approaching the green flag, you can hear the crowd on their feet. Matthew Sutton, he will take the field to green as he is one of the two drivers currently locked into round 2, the round of 8. Jack Dwyer, he is 20 points behind after his engine failure in the first round of the playoffs. It's looking very likely he'll need a win to be in, but he is on the front row here at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Alexander Novacek, he is only like 8 points behind. It shouldn't be too hard for him to make the playoffs. He's just got to have a good few finishes. Here they go. Green flag racing at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Man, I'll never get good at saying that. Matthew Sutton, he takes that first corner fairly well. You can see Zach Stern just slotted himself up in the mix. Jack Dwyer, though, he is fighting back strong. Matthew Sutton, he goes off the course a little bit too much there, but it might not be too big of an issue as he has the inside advantage here. Will he be able to clear Matthew Sutton? Jack Dwyer, it does not look like he'll get it done that time by as Alfredo Bachmann clears Alexander Novacek going down that straightaway. It looks like Jack Dwyer will be the one to clear Matthew Sutton. Try different camera views, see if TV2 is going to work any better. Looks like Jack Dwyer, he takes that turn a little too wide, a bit wider than he would have liked, but Jack Dwyer, he's going to start to pull away here. I don't even know if this one's going to be any better. Yeah, Jack Dwyer off to a great lead. Alfredo Bachmann, he is on the tail of Matthew Sutton currently. Is he going to be... Nope, looks like Bachmann isn't going to be able to make a move there as Matthew Sutton's getting ready to fight back. You can see Fitzy up in the mix. Fitzy has been one of the most dominant cars all season. He has yet to get a win. Even Hiroshi Kasumi in a Rogers Racing car has gotten a win before Zachary Fitzwater. See Zeke Marley there. Nick Doucette was supposed to be running this race, but he announced that his departure from the Skittles Cup Series a few races ago. He will not be finishing his part-time schedule, so Zeke Marley got the bump to run this extra race. Ryder Smith, he won Trois Rivières. He is solidly in the top 10. Looks like Sam Rogers, he just got by Tyler Heller. Tyler Heller, not known to be a notable road ringer, but he had a very great qualifying position in that number 48 Lowe's Autosports machine. Daniel Bouchard with a good qualifying run. Flying Ace International, Ben Allen. Ben Allen's known to be a good road ringer. He has his Jeremy Johnson racing car, fairly decent position-wise. Bradley Bishop's way further back than he wants to be. Kyle Collins, after an atrocious qualifying effort. Looks like these guys, looks like Collins got a good jump on Austin Rogers here, going around the slow part of the track. Yeah, looks like Collins and Gertz will each get a few positions. They timed that perfectly. In the back, Justin Garza. Back up front, though, it looks like Alfredo Bachmann got by Jack Dwyer, and he's getting ready to start attacking Jack Dwyer. Sorry, he got by Matthew Sutton. He's getting ready to start attacking Jack Dwyer, and it looks like Fitzy, he has worked his way up into 4th place, getting by Alexander Novacek. Oh yeah, looks like Ziki Marley and Hiroshi Kazumi, they were the front runners at Orin. Looks like they're just playing it chill and responsible. Yeah, it looks like that's a common place to go off. Doesn't look like it's affecting any of their runs. Jack Dwyer and Alfredo Bachmann, though, they're the real questions here. Bachmann's driving a Tremblay Motors car. Tremblay Motors has him and Cody Johnson. Alfredo Bachmann's not even sponsored. He just runs his Vatican City scheme. But they're looking for a good run here, as they will be going full time next season. And yeah, so they're looking for any good finishes to give them some momentum. So this second place right now, very good for them. Down they go the hill. It looks like Alfredo Bachmann, he dives to the inside. Is he going to get ready to make a move on Jack Dwyer? It looks like he's drafting, and will he be able to do it going into this turn? No, he will not. Jack Dwyer holds the lead on Bachmann. Matthew Sutton's just chilling there in third, takes that turn a little wide. It should allow Fitzy to make some more ground after Fitzy just messed up a turn back there. Looks like Tyler Heller, he's dropping back, but you know what, considering that great of a starting position he had, he should be just happy with that, as Jared Gotastic's now in his tail. Yeah, not much is happening back there. The front's really where it's at right now. Looks like Alexander Novacek, he has Hiroshi Kasumi hot on his tail. The effort, and yeah, it looks like Alfredo Bachmann and Jack Dwyer are pulling away from Fitzy and Sutton. Fitzy needs to make a move soon if he wants to not lose Bachmann and Dwyer. Matthew Sutton, he won the round of Montreal, so he does have a road course win under his belt. And he's not even known to be a road ringer. It looks like over here, Jack Dwyer takes the turn wide, and Bachmann will capitalize on this. Bachmann to the outside of Jack Dwyer, and will he get the position? Alfredo Bachmann will take the lead from Jack Dwyer. Will Tremblay Motors get their first career lap lead here? Alfredo Bachmann, known to be a very good Vatican City road ringer. That's why Tremblay Motors picked him up in the first place. He has run 2 ovals so far, but road course is where it's at, and his run at Orin Motorsport, Orin Park, just did not go very well at all after getting into an accident with Fitzy. But here's Alfredo Bachmann, he is pulling away. Yeah, no, Alfredo Bachmann, he is doing very solid right now. He is holding the field, and yeah, if Zachary Fitzwater wants anything to give him, he's going to have to make that move on Matthew Sutton soon. Ziki Marley hot on the tail of Hiroshi Kasumi. Hiroshi Kazumi's got so much talent behind that wheel at road courses. Ziki Marley does as well, and he has the equipment. Will Ziki Marley make any move here? No, but it looks like, well, Hiroshi Kazumi tried to make a move on Alexander Novacek. It did not work out. Are any moves going to be made up here? Oh, it looks like Fitzy tried to get by Heller. It didn't work. Yeah, some guys are going wide, and nobody's able to capitalize on it, except Joey DeCrescenzi. He's on the outside of Ben Allen. Joey DeCrescenzi's kind of just been a low-key driver. Like, he has a win, and it was an impressive win, might I add. Starting last and getting up to first, but yeah, he just hasn't had what it takes to win a championship, and it really doesn't look like he'll make it on to the next round. But if he can manage to pull off a win and make it in the next round, well, don't count him out. But yeah, he's just not doing too great this playoffs so far. Steven Schaff on the tail of Villacorta. Kyle Collins still, you know, pretty far behind. And then Bradley Bishop Jr. It looks like Bradley Bishop Jr. is in last place. He's about to get lapped. We will go check what happened to Bradley Bishop Jr., see if he just had a tire problem, and we will get back to you as soon as we find out. But first, we're going to see how he plays into the role of the lead lap cars. This is not going to help him in points by any means. Looks like back there, Zachary Fitzwater is getting ready to finally make the move on Matthew Sutton. Fitzy, potentially the most talented road ringer in this field. He has not had great qualifying efforts at it, but man, don't count out his talent. Matthew Sutton will use Bradley Bishop Jr. to rocket by Alfredo Bachmann. Oh my god, look at Matthew Sutton go. What a move. Heartbreak for Alfredo Bachmann, though. Matthew Sutton to the lead here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park with Zachary Fitzwater right on his tail. Looks like Bradley Bishop Jr., he's still holding up Alfredo Bachmann. They just cannot get a move past him. As Fitzy, he goes down low on Matthew Sutton, and will Fitzy get the lead here? Fitzy looking super strong, and then number 59 Wilson Security Dodge battling with his own driver. To the inside he goes. Will he get the move? Matthew Sutton is ready to fight back. Look at this battle for the lead at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, and it is only lap 7. Looks like Zachary Fitzwater will successfully get the position going into that gritty turn. Looks like Jack Dwyer tried to make the move on Alfredo Bachmann, and it did not work out in his favor. But it looks like they're finally going to get by Bradley Bishop Jr., but it looks like it's too late. Fitzy is gone. And Matthew Sutton is just so far ahead of them too, but it looks like they finally got past him, and Alexander Novacek isn't far behind. So now that that is all being dealt with, we will go check out what happened to Bradley Bishop Jr. to cause him to be this far behind as Zachary Fitzwater takes another lap. Yeah, so right here you can see Bradley Bishop Jr., like, he's fallen back a bit, but he's still keeping up with the pack, and then right there, his car just completely broke, and it was too late for him to go by the pit stops, and you can just see, like, all the cars going by him. Just look at them all go, like, I don't know what happened to his car just then. It completely broke, though. Honestly, unfortunate for Bradley Bishop Jr. That might kill any chance he has at making it to the next round of the playoffs. Going through the grass, and he just really shuts her down. Like, the car starts sputtering, it stops working. Then I'm not going to show you the whole lap around because it's really slow, but he ends up going to the pits and coming back out. So he keeps the car going, but yeah. We will get back to you up at front with Zachary Fitzwater, Matthew Sutton, Alfredo Bachmann, and Jack Dwyer. And yeah, Zachary Fitzwater, he has extended this lead because back here the boys started battling, but Alfredo Bachmann and Jack Dwyer, they managed to successfully get by Matthew Sutton, and now Bachmann is getting ready to start prowling back to the front to catch up to Zachary Fitzwater, as is Jack Dwyer, who's settled nicely in third. Looks like Zeke Marley, he has managed to get by Novacek, so he is working his way back up to the front pack now. Novacek managed to get by Kasumi holding off Sam Rogers and Ryder Smith pretty well. Ryder Smith's fairly good at road courses, so it's kind of shocking to see him back here, to be honest. Tyler Heller, he hasn't fallen back too far. Jeffrey Finga ended up getting by him. Jack Roberts, Daniel Bouchard. Looks like all these guys have gotten by. Richie Wells. Dick Crescenzi made his way past Eddie Karwowski. He's up here with other playoff contender TJ Smith, who there's like probably zero chance TJ Smith makes it on, but considering he even made the playoffs, that's an amazing feat on its own, to be honest with you. Drake Kalita is significantly farther back than we would have expected, though, and Kyle Collins is working his way through the field. I'm not sure what happened to Drake Kalita. I'll go check to see if anything happened to Drake Kalita, and I will get back to you. So nothing ended up happening to Drake Kalita. He just had to take a pit stop. But this is an accident that did happen. So Thomas Saldivia, he was getting aggressive on Eddie Jones. Eddie went for the block, and both of them just got dumped into it. Nothing Thomas Saldivia could have done. He wouldn't have been able to predict Eddie Jones go for the block. There was another incident as well. We'll show you that one quickly. It's like just happened. Jack Halleck, he just started colliding with Jeffrey Fingai and junked them both. I hear reports Jeffrey Fingai not too happy about that accident, not too happy with that number 96 team. Hopefully they both get out of the infield care center, but there was a little bit of shoving and pushing around. Yeah, so honestly, really unfortunate for Jeffrey Fingai. Jack Halleck, he didn't have much of a chance to make it on to next round at this point anyways. Jeffrey Fingai, this is going to junk his chances at making it on to next round. So, fingers crossed and hope the best for that number 92 team. We'll get back to it. Zachary Fitzwater at the green. Here's another incident that literally just happened. Alfredo Bachmann and Jack Dwyer were racing for position, and Jack Dwyer just hooked Alfredo Bachmann going into the turn, and neither of them stood a chance after that. Both cars retired. This is really going to hurt Jack Dwyer's chances at making it on to next round. Yeah, now we will get back to you with Zachary Fitzwater at the green. Zachary Fitzwater takes that lap after the incident with Bachmann and Dwyer. Really heartbreak for Dwyer, but yeah, Fitzy looks like the golden boy at this point. He is almost 7 seconds ahead of second place, which I think is second place is Zeke Marley. So he is very far ahead of Zeke, and yeah, if he can just keep his shit together, he should be great to win this race. Yeah, Zeke Marley, he's been quiet this race, but he has definitely been pushing his way to the front. He might not even be, it's not even speculated for him to run any more races next season. But for him to even be running this well after such little stock car experience is pretty amazing, if you ask me. They all make that turn successfully. And looks like Matthew Sutton, he is on the tail of Zeke Marley. But Zeke needs to get going if he wants any chance at catching Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzy is just so far ahead. It's crazy. Looks like Ryder Smith to the inside of Bradley Bishop Jr. Mind you, Bradley is a lap down. A little contact. Looks like there's some contact. Will they both be good going into the turn? Looks like BBJ forces him upwards a bit, but all looks fine. Looks like Ephraim Lord and Travis Scott got into it. Nothing we haven't seen. I don't know why all the wrecks are happening all of a sudden, but yeah, keep it going. Fitzy is up battling with Wilson Hunt now for position. It looks like well, not even position. Wilson Hunt's trying to stay on the lead lap, and Fitzy's battling him for it. Here they go into the S's. This is the big braking zone. This is where Fitzy will be able to make his move if he's got anything to give Wilson Hunt. Yeah, it looks like here. And Fitzy has been very good at this section of the track. And you can see him just zoom by Wilson Hunt. Looks like Fitzy, Sutton, and Kazumi have been holding it together well, as Ryder Smith still hasn't been able to get by BBJ. BBJ's car has kind of come to life after that first mechanical issue. And after getting by the lapped car, Fitzy is gone once again. Fitzy is just having an insane race so far. Yeah, he's just the dominant car at the moment. Green flag pit stop should be happening sooner rather than later. It looks like Zeke Marley, he's put some distance between him and Matthew Sutton. Hiroshi Kazumi might be able to start getting a move on Matthew Sutton now. Looks like Bradley Bishop Jr., he managed to pass Ryder Smith. I don't know why he's playing so aggressive. Yeah. Zach Stern, he's had a very good few races. He started off the season kind of slow, but he's really picked it up, that's for sure. Kenny Myatt's most likely completely safe. He's just got to play it safe, not getting any wrecks. Jared Gotastic's doing okay this race. Tyler Heller, he's got competition from Jack Roberts now. Alright guys, back here. Drake Kalita's hungry. He's slowly making his way back up towards the front after the tire issue made him pit and put him back in the pack. Although he's already won a race this playoffs and will not have to worry about not making it on the next round. Yeah. Kyle Collins, you know, because of the wrecks that have happened, he has situated himself further up than anticipated. He has not had a good race at all for CJ Racing. Yep, and then look, you can already see Zachary Fitzwater. What lap are we on? This is lap 20. He is so far ahead of the competition. Looks like, yeah, Zeke Marley's really putting some space in between him and Matthew Sutton now. Matthew Sutton's put a lot of space between him and Kazumi. Kazumi must have messed up. But Kazumi also does not have the equipment that these other guys have. The only guy in equipment that would be comparable to Kazumi is Alfredo Bachmann. But, yeah, him and he's out of the race completely now. I just can't get over how much of a heartbreak it is for Jack Dwyer, because Jack Dwyer had an outstanding season, and I mean an outstanding season. So many top 10s. He was the regular season champion, and now it's not even looking likely that he'll make it on to next round. Like, you gotta feel for the guy. Anyways, I think this, honestly, is this the last? Yeah, like, anyways, what can you do about it? What can you do about it? After this race, there will be one more race, and it'll be for Jack Dwyer for sure. It'll be a win. He'll need to win that race, and probably the same for Jeffrey Finguy. It's looking like Fitzy here. Fitzy will most likely get his first career Skittles Cup Series win if he can keep his stuff together for a few more laps. With a look back, looks like Zeke Marley successfully clears Wilson Hunt. Looks like Hiroshi Kasumi finally got that move on Matthew Sutton. Hiroshi Kasumi got a win. He's got a top 5. He's looking to get another top 5 here at road courses. Like, there's not many drivers comparable on road courses than Hiroshi Kasumi. It looks like Sam Rogers got by Ryder Smith and Bradley Bishop Jr. He's trying to lock himself into the next round. Jack Roberts looks like he got by Tyler Heller. Drake Kalita, it looks like Joey DeCrescenzi got by Daniel Bouchard. And now Drake Kalita, will Drake Kalita be able to make a move on Daniel Bouchard in these upcoming turns? Now you can see the braking is Drake Kalita going to be able to use that talented experience he has to get to the inside. He will not. But it does look like Daniel Bouchard tried to go to the inside of Joey DeCrescenzi, did not make the move stick. Kyle Collins goes very wide. He's lucky that Stephen Schaff didn't capitalize on that. Look, Austin Rogers and Christian Russell. What an interesting battle. You got Abraham Gertz and that Team JL 22 Ford. He's just not been that great all day, and this is his home track. Kind of feels bad for him, but it's how she goes at road courses. It's either you have it someday or you don't. Zachary Fitzwater, he successfully makes it by Ryan Dagby. And yeah, there's a lot of room between Hiroshi Kasumi and Zeke Marley. Didn't mean to do that. Down the hill they go. So it looks like Ryan Dagby's got a little bit of speed to give Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater is usually able to pull away from lap cars easier than he is Ryan Dagby, but looks like he will pull away now. He has had a flawless race up to this point. Like, all props to Zachary Fitzwater. He will be coming in for his green flag pit stop now. Not that I'd imagine this will really affect the race that much. He is so far ahead. See what the others are doing. Zeke's in. Kazumi's in. Matthew Sutton pitted last time by. Yeah, it looks like most of these late lap guys are. We'll watch Matthew Sutton for a bit. Matthew Sutton, the pole sitter, he's had an interesting race, that's for sure. Maybe, honestly, maybe he'll get the lead from Zachary Fitzwater here. Like, it's not improbable. It has happened before. Like, weirder things have happened. Let's see what happens here. Looks like Hiroshi Kasumi's flying by people. Nah, it doesn't look like he'll get by Zachary Fitzwater. He'll get to the bumper of Hiroshi Kasumi. But, yeah, Zachary Fitzwater is gone. Looks like it might have... Zeke Marley may have gotten a bit of ground on Zachary Fitzwater. No, you can't even see Fitzy. Fitzy is gone like a bat out of hell. Takes the turn nicely. Not many laps left. Down the hill. Yeah, we'll look for some more interesting racing for you. Oh yeah, right here, Zeke Marley and his rival Hiroshi Kasumi are going at it, going down the downhill section. Looks like there's a bit of contact. Hopefully they... Oh, will they keep it clean going into these turns? Oh, it looks like there was a little bump and run for Hiroshi Kasumi. And will he get the move on Zeke Marley? He will indeed. Hiroshi Kasumi. What a talented road ringer this guy is as he moves his way into second. Matthew Sutton just situated himself in fourth. Sam Rogers has moved his way up to fifth, which is good for him. Ryder Smith in sixth. Zach Stern in seventh. Alexander Novacek in eighth. The crashing of Jeffrey Fingai and Jack Dwyer will definitely help him because Jack Dwyer was going to gain so many points if he managed to keep her clean. Kenny Myatt. Jared Gotastic's doing pretty good. Looks like Drake Kalita's in. Drake Kalita would have been a pit stop behind, yeah. Yeah, looks like Hiroshi Kasumi, he is doing a great job. I still can't believe he was 3 points away from making the playoffs. Now, given he probably wouldn't have done too well in the playoffs, but he was close. And yeah, he didn't quite get there. And it looks like Zeke Marley's getting ready to make a move on Hiroshi Kasumi again. These two, it's weird to see, like, Sam Rogers' Motorsports equipment has been great this race. Only Jack Dwyer's luck hasn't been so bad, because they have potentially the best equipment on the entire field, as it looks like, unless they... Oh, they make a bit of contact, and, yep, Zeke Marley returned the bump and run, and now, looks like Matthew Sutton, he's gonna go at the throat of, Hiroshi Kasumi. Will he get the spot? It looks like he will get the spot. Looks like Matthew Sutton's gonna move his way up into third. And he will indeed. Will he clear it? Doesn't look like he's cleared Hiroshi Kasumi just yet. This is what Zeke Marley wants to see. Zeke Marley wants to get his another second place. Just imagine that. And Yeah, Matthew Sutton goes just outside enough to make the clear on Hiroshi Kasumi. Let's see how far ahead Zachary Fitzwater is. He is 9 seconds ahead of Zeke Marley. That is insane. Like, it's insane how well this man has been doing. Because he is getting ready to take the white flag here at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. And Fitzy will take the white flag. He's just got to keep it clean. He has 9 seconds. He can take it slow. He is getting ready to take his first career win of the Skittles Cup Series. Looks like Matthew Sutton and... oh my. Matthew Sutton and Zeke Marley wrecked out. You can already assume what happened with them. That means Hiroshi Kazumi's got a free second place. Sam Rogers... honestly, an unfortunate way to end the race. They had such a good race ahead of them. Fitzy's right back on the bumper of Wilson Hunt. We recognize this move. Down the back, down the downhill section they go. He's just got to keep it clean. This is all Fitzy's race. To the inside, I don't know why he's worrying about battling Wilson Hunt at this point in the race, but he's just showboating at this point. As he comes around the turn for the final time, and Zachary Fitzwater will take his first checkered flag here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Really unfortunate for Zeke Marley and Matthew Sutton. Ended up wrecking out there, but yeah. First place, Zachary Fitzwater. Second place, Hiroshi Kasumi. Third place, Sam Rogers. Fourth place, Ryder Smith. Fifth place, Zach Stern. Sixth place, Alexander Novacek. Seventh place, Kenny Myatt. Eighth place, Jared Yotastic. Ninth place, Drake Kalita, rebounding after all of that. 10th place, Jack Roberts. 12th place, Tyler Heller. 11th place, Francois Chastain. 13th, Richie Wells. 15th, TJ Smith. 14th, Joey DeCrescenzi. Looks like, oddly enough, Zeke Marley and Matthew Sutton didn't finish too far back because of these guys. We only had 7 cars finish out. Jeffrey Fingai is going to take a big hit in points. Jack Halleck's virtually impossible now. He's going to have to win to in. Jack Dwyer's also going to have to be a win to be in. Yeah, unfortunate for Alfredo Bachmann, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed the round of Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. We'll see you for round 21, the last round of 8. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.